Hey guys, welcome back to the Deified Design channel. Now today we're going to be going over XUI and product design portfolios. And today you'll be able to look at some different designers and how they show off their own work and how they write, as well as what they put in their hero section, what they put in their portfolio. I mean, how many case studies do they use? How do they tell the story? And who are they? Enough of me yapping, and let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so for today's video, we're not going to be going in any type of specific order. We're just going to be going through design portfolios and pointing out some things that was working well, and kind of just looking at how these designers are framing themselves, what we can learn from it. And I'm doing my own portfolio redesign, and so right now it's just a good opportunity for me to look at some inspiration. So let's start off with Sam Dickie. He's a product manager and maker based in Scotland. I'm liking this overall layout. This reminds me a lot of Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty. This just reminds me of like some characters. Like, it just looks great. I'm enjoying it. His navigation, we have an about, now, writing, projects, download, and newsletter. It's unique, and I like how it's not just a simple, home, work, about. It's about now, which, it's what he's doing now, probably what he's working on now. Writing, he probably has some type of blog. Okay, so we can look at that. His projects, self-explanatory. Downloads, gonna guess a resume. Newsletter, well, that's self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and scroll down. I want to click on this, but I kind of want to do this first. Actually, you know what? Let's just see what it says. Oh, you see that? Did you see that animation? Look at that. Boom. Nice. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah. What I do, I advise and help early stage founders and entrepreneurs ideate, validate, test, build, and launch digital products. I mean, this will be great for us. I mean, honestly, like for Deified design, but let's go ahead and look over it. So for product management, combine business, tech, and design in order to discover products that are viable, valuable, feasible, and usable. Website design, of course, and customer development. Latest content. Looks like we have some how-tos here. I'm really liking these little animations he has going on. Let's go ahead and just inspect these. Okay, well, this kind of gives us a good opportunity to look at his mobile navigation. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can figure out what platform he is using to build. Looks like overall, I'm liking these animations he has. It's interesting because the actual icons aren't animating, but the background animation almost it makes it feel like the icon itself is animating, which is very interesting. Next, we have things that he's created. Okay, so he must be using Notion. I saw that in there, but had to make sure. Nice. Let's check out his about. Let's check out his about page. He's a 90s internet surfer with a passion within the intersection of technology. So he's currently a product manager at Skyscanner. On the side, I search for early stage non-technical founders. Okay. And his actual case studies. I'm loving the background here. It's kind of like that paper you use in math. These subtle animations are so nice. This is very well laid out. I think Sam's portfolio serves as a centralized hub for his work. I mean, his accomplishments, his personal projects, and emphasizing the importance of his personal branding. I think this is a great example of how to just brand yourself and show the uniqueness and not be the same as anyone else. All right, who's next? Michelle Gore. I really hope I'm saying it right. Senior product designer and product manager at Apple and previously at Fitbit and Airbnb. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's gotta be good, right? I mean, it has to. Go and scroll down. Apple senior product designer, leading UX design and product strategy for Apple's subscription platform. Clear and to the point. So like what you can see here, you tell exactly what they're doing, right? Their position, what they're doing at Apple, and what platform, right? 2 sentences, or not 2 sentences, 2 parts of 1 sentence. Product design, UI, UX design, and the little snippet here. And then I'm guessing their case study is coming soon. Boom. All right, let's check it out. So we have this nice background. It's faded with the image, takes up the entire screen. We scroll down. Immediately, I'm liking the color blocking. You see that? We have the red, white, and this beautiful like cream, and the spacing. The spacing is just amazing. And it's a great use of white space. You have your information here, but it's not too crowded, but it's not too far apart. I think it's working very well. Real images, nice emojis, cool. I like how she framed the challenge, how she kind of broke it up, brought it to the side. And then we go into her process. So we have the design process. We see some actual pen and paper drawings. It's a great way to show that you know kind of what you're doing or where you're starting from, is by showing all of the sketches, all of the rough drafts, everything that you think they wouldn't want to see, they do want to see. They want to see your ideas and where you went with it. You know, how it changed from looking so simple or completely different, and why you made the decisions you made. It all comes back to the user experience. That's what it's about. Let's move on to the next one. Olivia T. I'm just gonna go with Olivia T. Senior product designer. All right. So we have our menu up here. It's nice. Price fee, price freeze, universe dashboard. Let's go and scroll down. Oh, did you see that subtle animation? Let's go check out, actually, before we get there, let's go check out one of these case studies. Again, we have this nice color blocking. Scroll down, and again, we kind of break up the problem here into almost an how might we statement. How can we help event organizers track their success and optimize for their next event? We're not solutionizing. We're not saying specifically how we're going to do this or that. We're just saying, how could we do this? We really got to think about the true question and what it comes back to. I'm really loving the fonts here as well. Clear, easy to read, and these are, it's simple, but it's not normal. You know, like it's simple, but it's unique in its own way. And everything here is very easy to read. I would say maybe the accessibility as far as like the contrast with this lighter green, maybe that could be adjusted a bit, but I mean, that's just such a small pick. So Olivia currently works at Shopify. I love the way that they laid out the pictures. They have the tape here, and things are lined up, but it's still unique. You know, it's still not so clean cut, so cookie cutter. Up next is Elizabeth Lin. Elizabeth Lin is a product designer and aspiring princess. Okay, so it's unique. It's to themselves. It's interesting because they're not taking it too like serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious, but it's not like that's not going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unique. We scroll down. Another interesting layout. I love the way that they lay out the work here. Not just in a normal format. They have it kind of all to the side and going up and down. I'm liking it. Again, another hover icon. Okay, that's interesting. Currently building the art of visual design. We have this navigation that stays on this left side, so I'm liking that. Let's go ahead and check out one of the case studies. I like these little notes on the side. So you have like the actual case study, in-class review game. How can we create an engaging in-class review game? So again, we have another just laying out the problem and laying out the starting point, basically. And then we have her own little snippet from this side. Illustrations, interesting. And next is Gloria Lo. Hi, I'm Gloria Lo. Hold on, let's see if there's any loading animation. Okay. Hi, I'm Gloria Lo. I design, sing, paint, and write. So their recent work, okay, the way that they're laying out their mock-ups, they have a clean image here. We have leaf measuring your carbon footprint on the world. All right. Let's go ahead and check out one of these case studies. We got a good looking mock-up here at the top, and then we start scrolling down. I like the way the layout here is being used, like the white space. It's easy to read and it's not too cramped. I feel like sometimes you get to designing and you feel like things are looking good, looking right, and then you come back later and you realize that everything is like squeezed into a tiny little space. Again, we're using another interesting font. Something that you can notice whenever we're looking through these different case studies and different portfolios is that even though we have 2 different fonts, it's usually not more than 2. They're usually not going more than 2 or 3 different fonts. And that is just to keep the consistency going on. If we have 5, 6 different fonts, it's just gonna be too much. And it's just not gonna look cohesive and like it's a part of the same portfolio. But let's continue going through. They lay out the background and the process. So we got the double diamond here. So it's the double diamond, but they're laying out like their own interesting UX process. Just read it out there. Gathering insights and how they actually laid out their sticky notes just straight up on a board. They lay out their design, both the wireframes, low fidelity and high fidelity. And I think it looks good. It's clean, it's easy to read, it's unique. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Next up, we have Vicky Marchenko, UX UI designer. So here we can see that they're pointing out their specific item or thing that is making them unique. So they have a business background, and that in turn is how they create these digital experiences. Let's go ahead and check out one of these case studies. So we have a clean case study here, or a clean mock-up here of the case study. View design, call to action. So if I click that, okay, so it's just gonna bring me here to the process. I'm glad it doesn't take me just to the, oh, I guess it kind of takes me to the end, but not really. And at least it doesn't take me to the very end of the process. So we go down here, we can look at their role. They're pointing out why the redesign was needed. Wix, which is a website builder, difficult to customize. Right, okay. So they're pointing out the different pages, what worked before, and what they are changing. Continue going down, they have their call to action form. Let's go ahead and head back up to the top. Check out their about. So it's unique and they're not taking it too serious. They're having fun with it and they're enjoying it. And they're being true to themselves. They're talking about what they've done, what they're doing right now, interests and skills. It's simple, it's clean, it's to the point, and you can tell who they are. I am a product designer with 7+ years of experience. I enjoy crafting simple, intuitive, and human experiences. As we scroll down, we have a credit card application for a bank in UAE. We have a retail banking app and a corporate banking app. Let's go ahead and check out, I think this one we can check out. So we have the role and what's laid out. Project brief and a project timeline. And then we go straight into their design process. So then they have their user problem. They lay it out here, clean and easy to read, and they lay out their goals. We continue going down. We see the rest of the process and the project. Slide back to the top. Let's go check out her about me. Cool, and then it's clean. I mean, I'm a product designer in Berlin, Germany. Currently work a delivery hero. Case studies are laid out. Are So kind of like a theme I'm seeing right now is that all these projects, all these portfolios of these actual designers who are currently working at these big companies, they're not using super crazy typography, super crazy animations and stuff. Like, it's simple, but it's unique and it's impactful. There's a lot of micro animations, and I think that's really what's adding to the level of experience. Like, you can just tell between a junior designer and an experienced senior designer. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments below, subscribe and like. We got videos coming out every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central. We'll see you later.